Welcome
Mr.
back,
can help
everyone.
us.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
No. Probably not. Ironwood box. What a lovely box.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
Oh, this is my
It once
room.
belonged to Lady Elena. Ethan made this for me.
Nice.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Yunkai. That is a letter. That's a letter. Fucking shit. Ah, Christ.
Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Well. Troll.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Have man in the Game of Thrones universe even made anything cool in like the last 1,000 years? Like it's totally Tolkien universe, Middle Earth, you know? Like nothing cool has been made in like fucking forever. The past was always so cool with the magic and shit.
I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Then the children of the forest just went away. Meh. Good. Bamboozle. That's what I got to say about that. They got
Troubles me
bamboozled.
to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Sure, I mean,
One moment.
I am her handmaiden, but
Oh, sorry, milady.
Beggar
I didn't
boy.
mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
no, it's fine.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Oh, the brazier.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Have I?
Please
I
hurry
guess.
if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
You can just dump the barrel. I don't know how many
You
you're
work for Lady
fucking.
Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
That royal bitch.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
Intrigue and cloak and
I hope you're
dagger.
not in any kind of trouble.
Yeah.
But I thought you ought to know. Most
Thanks.
people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
King's Landing is just a cesspool of just disease and
Lady
STDs,
Marjorie,
man.
you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
That cleavage, though.
Come, there's something we must discuss.
That's her voice. That's the voice of
From the day
person
you arrived in Highgarden,
in the show.
I thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own.
Do you?
What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together.
See, I don't...
You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north, whose family fought for Robb Stark.
You're basically saying, I
raises
can't help you with
questions at a
nothing.
time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
Right?
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's
Being
waiting
born.
for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Like,
See if
King's
the Queen Regent is ready
Landing
to receive
politics is like the dumbest, egotistical, just nonsense. Fucking Roman Senate shit.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Except with less old men. Because no one grows old in fucking Game of Thrones.
Good luck.
Except like a few individuals, but I mean, let's be honest. Ned Stark, he was like 35, I think, in the books. Or 38, something like that. He was...
You can do this.
Like when the book 1 happened, I think. I can't really remember, but it's somewhere about that. Arya was like 9. And Jon Snow when people were like
Lady Marjorie.
15-ish.
Aren't you
or
looking
14.
lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
Do the
With your
curtsies.
permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The Queen
Girl
is
knows her
pleased.
courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Recently. recently confirmed.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Oh, Tyrion,
Perhaps
you.
too clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
He's just fucking
Is your
with her.
house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Absolutely.
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
Oh, yes. Oh,
I see.
Oh, child. Oh.
What would you have the girl do,
Prostrate,
Cersei?
prostrate
Not as if she
yourself
fought
on the
beside
floor.
the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
Or whatever the Japanese
It raises
full
an interesting question,
thingy
I
is. I don't
suppose.
remember.
Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm
course
sure
I'm
Let
defeated.
the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said.
Oh,
I was beginning
whispers.
to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
What I say?
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Hey, handmaidens can be dangerous.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd
That's my
like a word
response.
with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
See, I mean, you're asking loaded questions.
I'll walk you out. This may
Swagger
come as a
Tyrion.
surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone.
Yep.
My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our
Tyrion.
amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters.
Ooh.
The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It would be coin.
In fact, forget I even
See,
suggested.
it goes too fast. It goes too fast.
Take Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now,
Yeah,
if
okay,
you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
I need a spider on my side. Varys, where are you, you dog?
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
I think it went
It
well.
went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult.
I mean, what do I know?
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true.
Such girl talk.
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. That's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
No.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well,
No.
I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms.
To a
I might even allow
complete
you to be my
chaotic,
handmaiden.
evil person. Like,
Let's see.
it's
Who
a
else
flip
should
of
we
the
marry
coin
off?
on whether you should rape
Brienne
or
of
kill a
Tarth
person.
and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
It was her!
Well? Sarah?
No point
I'm sorry,
pointing
my
fingers.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
Same.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. You were brave
Her mouth
agreeing
is
to obey
weird.
the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
I don't think I should.
My mother wanted me to ask a favor of you. For my family. But as you said, you're in a delicate position now with the wedding so near. And I would never want to jeopardize that.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now we must both be cautious.
My family is strong, my lady. Don't let it trouble you. I know they will find a way to prevail.
See, Marjorie as well. I don't, it's really, I'm getting fucked. Why? You are the most useless fucking person. I swear to God. Getting tortured.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Ah, hi Ramsey.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Well, the Flayed Man. Oh my, what?
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the Flayed Man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these Forresters?
Forresters.
Day, my lord. Two at most.
What was that?
What was that noise?
Shh. Listen.
Whose footsteps are these?
There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Stay still, stay still. If I run, I'm gonna get chased down and get a spear in my back.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
See, it's fucked up because you can't kill him because he's protected by plot. So no matter what happens, protected by the fucking power of plot. It's very annoying. Well, he's been angel-winged on the front. He's been flayed. Probably all the skin on his torso has just been, yeah.
Bloody hell.
Magnificent work. I mean, you know.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forrester lords stand behind you.
I should cut it. Yeah.
Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
Gregor. It's a good name, the Gregor.
He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours.
They are mine.
But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forrester lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forrester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Who was the previous Sentinel?
Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
Okay. I'm gonna cut it here. I've done nothing wrong, that's what he's gonna say. I'm gonna cut it off here, so thanks for watching, and tune into the next.